Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this is a energy healing recap video. Today's date is November 12th, 2017, and I apologize for the crappy indoor lighting. I worked so hard preparing for today's healing and planning it and doing it that by the time I was ready to video, it was too dark outside. Oops. So, but the healing today is, it was great. And it's great to learn what I did. I'm really excited to teach you guys. Today's healing, today's Sunday. So these mini triplet group healings that I do are a set of 3 healings within a week. So the first healing is on Friday, which was the previous one that I did 2 days ago. And there's a recap video you can learn from with that, which is a really good, lots of really good technique is in that one. That's November 10th. And then today is Sunday. So today is the second healing. It's a Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday. So Sunday is the second healing. That was today. And the whole set is still for 54 people and in 7 different countries, including 5 kids. So hello to all the participants. Hi, you guys are awesome, and double awesome if you participated and you're learning from this video so that you can continue the healing effects on your own and, build it into your healing habits, self-healing habits. And of course, hello to all the energy geeks who just watch and learn from all these videos anyway, even on the sets that they don't participate as a healer, as a participant, paying for the healing. Okay, so this healing was so deep today and kind of big deal that I'm not going to be able to do a lot of walkthroughs. I will do some. I'll put in this video some affirmations that will be nice, that really simple anybody could do and use, and I'll put some walkthroughs in this video, but there will also be in this video a lot of things that you can just note down in your meditation journal if you have one. If you don't have one, just, if you don't have a journal or a diary, I definitely encourage it. And there will be some really cool stuff that you could note down and work on your own more. But if I did a walkthrough style of everything that I did, this would be like a 2-hour video. Even though the actual healing today was 26 minutes long. So for these healings, that's on the longer side, definitely. The angels have me aim for these being a 20-minute healing. So sometimes they're over a couple minutes, but this one was obviously 6 minutes over. But I knew it would be a big one. I planned it, and I conferred with the angels and everything. So it's not an accident. It's just good stuff. One thing I did want to note for everybody, because I know even some people that aren't a participant this time are participants and they do get these triplet healings. So please do fill out surveys, because this healing was better because people filled out surveys. Because then I knew that most people the healing worked fabulously for, the Friday healing, but then I also knew that for some people, they did not feel conscious benefits, and I kind of, that's a big deal to me if someone doesn't feel a benefit. And I looked at why, and they had some issues that everyone else has, but not as extremely. So it's much easier for me to notice it on that category of people that actually didn't feel the benefits from Friday's healing. There was about, maybe about 4 or 5, between 4 and 6 people that, I don't want to count it and waste your time, but between 4 and 6 people did not feel conscious benefits from the Friday healing, and everyone else did, feel better, that I know of, that have filled out surveys. So today in the healing and also in this recap, I get to teach you guys, there were sort of 2 main aspects to today's healing. one of them was chakra repair, which I'll probably put in the title of this recap. It was super, super, super cool. A different stress damage. I help people heal stress damage from their chakras. Stress damage is things that can happen just because you have a shocking event happen in your life. Like say you lose a job, or your loved one has a serious illness and you just learn about it. Or, you know, even something technically positive in your life, like say that you're more present now, so you manifested this, you know, challenging new job, which you've always wanted, but it's like, oh no, wow, you know, like even significant stresses that are positive or negative can cause damage to pretty much all your chakras at once sometimes. Subtle damage, like little holes. Like if your chakra shape is like an open cylinder, right? Each of your 7 chakras, 7 in the top of your head is small, but it's oriented this way. And then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are oriented this way, but they're a little smaller than this tea mug. But anyway, we hear a lot about unblocking the chakras, right? Because this round end should have flow and this round end should have flow. But stress damage to a chakra is when there can be little holes where there's not supposed to be, or little very tiny kind of like cracks or rips right here or right here, you know, around the round openings. And you can have it like all up and down all your chakras, and it's so delicate that you'd either have to be really clairvoyant to notice it, or just, you know, learn about it, like in this opportunity that you have to learn that, okay, there could be stress damage to chakras. Because all you need to do is you heal it with gold light and your intention, but now you know it's there. So you're like, okay, so you just use a lot of extra gold light and really take your time, and you can do all 7 at once. Of your physical body and all 7 of your spirit body at once. I will do a quick walkthrough of you all healing the stress damage of all 7 of your physical body chakras in this video. But then you on your own, if you wish, can replay that walkthrough, or just do it without the walkthrough freestyle on your own. But if you want to replay that walkthrough and then just think, okay, now I'm doing all 7 of my spirit body's chakras, because you have 2 sets of chakras. You have the main ones along your physical body spine, and then you have the main ones along your spirit body spine, because you're your spirit. You're a spirit. So your spirit fits in your body when you're very present, and the 7 chakras of your spirit fit in to your chakras, 7 chakras of your physical body. You know, that's why it's so important that they're healed and unblocked and flowing, because then they fit in really well. And it's just like click, 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 and then you're like, yeah, I'm so present. So anyway, I'll give you a walkthrough of healing stress damage to all 7 chakras at once. Of your physical body. And then, like I said, just on your own, know that it's exact same process to do it to your spirit body 7 chakras. In today's healing, first we did the tricolor earth energy soak, and I love you, but in the interest of time, I will not walk you through that. There is a 6-minute video that I have called tricolor earth energy soak. It's the simplest process ever, but it flushes out blocked energy so well, it's insane. So we did tricolor earth energy soak first in the healing, and for 4 minutes. So you bring up red earth energy, soak in it, bring it down, bring up orange earth energy, soak in it, bring it down, bring up yellow earth energy, soak in it, you know, yellow earth energy, and then bring it down so that you're sitting in the yellow grounding. And that's what we did in the healing. And when it was up and soaking, I combed through everybody's aura. So just, you know, you would imagine a small copy of your whole energy field out in front of you, a 3D copy, because it's more fun, a live 3D copy, and just comb through it with gold light from your fingertips and your palm of your hand. These energy centers in the palm of your hand and your fingertips generate gold light, and just bathe your whole energy field with gold light, and just let go. Just let go, release down your grounding, whatever you're ready to let go of. And that's what I did in the healing while people were soaking in the earth energy. And I did a nice walkthrough of that in the last recap. So if you want a walkthrough of combing through your aura while you're doing the soak, use that November 10th recap video for that. In the interest of time, because there's cool new stuff in this one, I want to keep moving. So I did comb through everybody's aura and grounding throughout the tricolor earth energy soak, which took 4 minutes of this deep healing process. And then I did the chakra repair. And I did first the chakra repair of all 7 physical body chakras. So your physical body, along your physical body spine, all 7 of those chakras. When you do it to yourself, just imagine all 7 out in front of you, and I will walk you through that. So just imagine out in front of you, all these like open cylinder shapes, open on both ends, right? Only the 7th is oriented this way. It's much smaller, of course, and it's in the top of your head, but it's oriented this way, like right in there, like this big. And then these ones, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, are oriented this way. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But just make mini copies out in front of you. Okay, mini live copies. So like this is your whole aura, and your chakras are like right here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just gold light, and do them all at once. It's no big deal. Just these are your physical body's chakras. So just have the gold light bathe all 7 of your physical body chakras at once from your hands, and just be really calm and zen about this, because it's a deeper level of work. You want the gold light to get to the little holes that aren't supposed to be there and the little cracks that aren't supposed to be there. So you let the gold light just flow out of your hands naturally into this live copy of your physical body 7 chakras, and you just kind of be really calm about it, because your intention that you have is very important. So you're just thinking, I want this gold light to repair the stress damage to my physical body's 7 chakras. So you just imagine that the gold light is going to find all the little holes that shouldn't be there, all the little rips that shouldn't be there, any kind of damage really. But we're specifically wanting to get the stress damage that usually is overlooked. And you can orient the chakras however you want. Like sometimes I'll rotate the whole model. So sometimes I'm healing them like this, and sometimes I'm healing them like this, and then sometimes I'm healing them like this. It just depends on, what I feel like. Sometimes I'm healing them like this, so there's this one, this one, this one, this one, and I'm just one hand on the top and one hand on the bottom of all of them. So just go ahead, just do it however you want, change it up when you're ready. Like right now, you could just send energy from, one hand above and one hand below all 7, and just gold light, bathe them all in the gold light from your hands, and just relax. You can't try too hard for this. I mean, you could, but it won't help. So just relax, feel your body, wiggle your toes, and just let yourself think about, okay, this gold light is going to heal and repair the stress damage to my 7 chakras of my physical body. And like I said, this is deeper work, so you just gotta give it some time. Like, change your hand position if you want. So maybe this is the front of the 6 and this is the back of the 6, and then your 7th is like that, and you just let the gold light bathe all of them. And again, the gold light is going to heal the stress damage, the little holes and little tears and little cuts to your chakras, the 7 chakras of your physical body. You're going to mend all that up. All right, great. You're awesome. So in the healing, when I did that part of healing all 7 of the physical body chakras, I did that for everybody at the same time. But you know, I don't recommend anyone does that. Just do it on your own chakras. But I did that for 5 minutes. That whole process that we just finished, I did that for 5 minutes on everybody. So it was really in depth. Then after that, after we healed the 7 chakras of the physical body, then I did a tricolor earth energy soak with people for 3 minutes. So, you know, a little bit of time of just soaking, you know, helping people receive the earth energy, helping people release down their grounding in all 3 colors, just to flush out, you know, anything that didn't release or that needs to release. And then for 6 minutes, I repeated that chakra repair process to repair the stress damage in people's chakras for the spirit body 7 chakras. And why did I devote so much time to that? Because that's really 14 minutes of the healing. That's more than half of the healing was the 5 minutes for the physical body chakras, and then 3 minutes for tricolor earth energy soak, flush out, and then 6 minutes for repairing the chakras of the spirit body. Well, so much because chakras are really important. That's why, and they help you feel great and be great. But the thing is, the 4 to 6 people that did not feel a huge improvement with the first healing, they had a lot of stress damage to their chakras. That was their common denominator, that they all had a lot of stress damage to their chakras. And it just like sort of jumped out at me that was their issue. And then I realized, holy moly, you know, everybody has stress damage pretty much like, I mean, I looked even, because I know how much people meditate usually, because like I get to know people, you know. I mean, some of these people I used to do phone readings with, well, most of them I used to do phone readings with, but I can just see in their energy field like how much they take care of themselves. And even the people that really are very, you know, consistent, there's still stress damage. So anyway, it helped everyone to do this. And then after that, we did the deep thought work. So we used the deep thought healing technique work. Oh, and I promised an affirmation. So I think this is a good time for the affirmation, because part of what we did with the deep thought work is we helped people let go and release rather than resist, because that was another common denominator with those 4 to 6 people that didn't feel significant conscious benefit with the Friday healing, was that they were still on their trauma road. Like there's this trauma curtain of like old stresses that block you from seeing easier ways of doing things, consciously and subconsciously. So you end up doing things the hard way, and you end up kind of projecting and re-experiencing old traumas in new drama in your life, right? So that's the trauma road, where you are moving forward in your life, but boy, is it a bumpy road. And you just seem like things happen again and again, you know, over and over, maybe abandonment, or over and over time management issues, or over and over, you know, whatever, conflict. And it's because you haven't fully released and healed from the old traumas. And so it creates this trauma curtain, like a window curtain, but that blocks your view. And so you can't see the gentler, more playful road forward. And so that's the only way you go on, because that's the only way you see is the trauma road, right? So these 4 to 6 people were still on their trauma road, even though they had that first healing on Friday. And what I noticed, it was because of their chakra damage. They had stress damage to their chakras, too much of it. And so some of their trauma curtain had cleared. So they were able to see the two roads, but they were still stuck on the trauma road, and it was driving them nuts. They were like, ah, because then they saw the road they were on, but they were still kind of stuck to it because of the stress damage to their chakras. And not only because of the stress damage to their chakras, but because they had energy blocks in their conscious mind and subconscious mind that was making them tend toward resisting. So they were more likely to resist and struggle rather than let go of things because of energy blocks. It's not like, who says, oh, I want a hard life, right? I really want to, burden myself more and more and more every year of my life. No one actually wants to do that. But if you have energy blocks in your conscious mind or your subconscious mind, it can basically make you that way. Everyone has energy blocks here, but you want less and less, obviously. And so these 4 to 6 people who felt no conscious benefit, they were resisting their trauma curtain, that the little bit, the some of it that was still there, and they were resisting that they were on their trauma road, and it just kind of stuck them to the road. Plus they had the chakra damage. So anyway, so we did, the next part of the healing was a good amount of the healing was to clear, to use the deep thought healing technique, which if you've never heard of it before, just make a note to go back and watch my discussing deep thought healing video, and make sure the first word of it's called discussing deep thought healing, because that lays it all out, like what this is and why you care and how to use it. Basically, the short version is this is the most evolved, wise part of you. It's an energy center that's even above the top of your aura, like about 3 feet above there. And you can imagine like a big gold sun that shines down on you, this mellow, zen, wise, big picture wisdom and healing energy. And it is you. It's just a part of you that is sort of not involved in the day-to-day and just sends you down sort of a wisdom about everything, and you want to be able to receive that. You really, really, really want to, because it just gives you this sense of like, oh, things are working out. Oh, it's a positive energy, but it's also smart. It's not just like pie in the sky optimism. Okay. So anyway, and then conscious mind and subconscious mind. So you want to clear blocks so that this wonderful gold 8th chakra energy permeates your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, and that your subconscious mind can kind of flow like this flows. Not that there's a lot of repression dividing them, because you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom in the subconscious parts of your spirit, and you don't want to you want to have benefit from that, right? So you have to clear even the energy blocks in this dividing section that are in between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So you want to clear energy blocks in this section, in between here, and in this section, and then in this little dotted line area. Your 8th chakra is probably fine, so you don't really need to heal your 8th chakra, but everything else you need to heal. So we did the deep thought work, to clear energy blocks in these sections and these dividing lines, for letting go, being able to let go and release, right? Because everybody has energy blocks to some extent that make it harder for them to let go and release on subconscious levels. Although those 4 to 6 people had like definitely more. So I was able to see, oh, it's about letting go and releasing. Oh, sometimes you just can't let go, It's like you don't realize, but you're holding on to what's bothering you. Yeah. So thank you. If you don't feel conscious benefits, fill out your survey, please. I need to know about you. All right, cool. So anyway, we did deep thought healing technique to clear these energy blocks, I'll do like a micro walkthrough, but I'm not going to do a big walkthrough of that in this video. But we did that for being able to let go and release, and also a little more on clearing the trauma curtain so that you can see and choose the more gentle and playful road forward. Because you want to be able to see it, but also choose it. Because a lot of those people that didn't feel the big conscious benefits, they saw, like, their vision opened up and they saw how like lousy the road that they were on was, and they kind of almost saw that there were better ways, but they weren't on that better way, you know, and so they just weren't able. So you want to be able to see and choose that gentle, more playful path. So an affirmation would be, you know, let's see, which one? There's so many good ones. You know, I want to see and choose the gentle, playful way forward. I am open to seeing and choosing my most gentle and playful path forward. I am open to seeing and choosing my most gentle and playful path forward. So that's a good one. You could write that down if you want. It's not like I own it or copyrighted it or anything, you know. Okay, and then, I mean, another obvious good one is I can let go. You know, I can let go of my burdens. I am letting go of my burdens. I am letting go of my baggage. I am letting go of my burdens. I think that's good too. You know, I mean, if you think you don't need it, then you don't need it. But I mean, just for an example, like I need it, and you know, I'm like Miss Letting Go. I mean, that's like my middle name, you know, because I'm always teaching people it. But there's always little subconscious parts of you that are like, no, this really bothers me. So I think affirmations are good because it can reach those parts of you. You know, you just imagine like, I am letting go. I am letting go. And just let that message permeate those subconscious parts of you that are not on that same page. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we did the standard deep thought clearing stuff where you just imagine an energy block and you melt it away, right? Or you imagine like a wall here that's not supposed to be, like a little ceiling between these two levels that shouldn't be here, and you just melt it away with gold light. We did that, but you know, we did newer things where you just, okay, a blue earth energy soak, just a blue earth energy soak for your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. So like you bring it up this high, so it gets that dividing line, it gets your whole conscious mind, the dividing line here, and your whole subconscious mind. You're giving your subconscious and conscious mind like a bath of blue earth energy. Like, how cool is that? So go ahead, imagine, just like imagine, you know, out in front of you, you have the gold section, you know, it's like a big 3D rectangle that's on top for your 8th chakra. You know, you can imagine it like a gold rectangle just for this exercise. And then your conscious mind section is another, is blue, 3D rectangle on below that. And then your subconscious mind is a blue 3D rectangle under that. So 8th chakra above, conscious mind in the middle, subconscious mind below that. And just like this drawing. Okay, and then up from the center of the earth, just with your intention and or your hands, just bring up the blue, and it can be like a medium blue, like a turquoise if you want, because I think that's kind of like a natural color for a healthy mind space. But if you want some other rainbow color, go for it. But go ahead and bring up that blue earth energy from the center of the earth at that color blue. If you want like a turquoisey, medium blue, light blue, and just soak your subconscious mind section with that blue and bring it up even higher and soak your conscious mind with that blue earth energy. And while it's soaking, your subconscious and conscious mind are soaking in that blue earth energy. Just comb through both of those sections and the dividing line, you know, between the 8th chakra and the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Just comb through all of that, and just you're melting away with the gold light. You're melting away energy blocks that you're ready to release right now, that are healthy and gentle for you to release. Maybe let's pick one that is in the way of you letting go, right? So the earth energy's up, the blue earth energy, you're soaking your conscious mind and your subconscious mind in this blue earth energy. And then maybe there's like some white ice cubes, you know, in one of these sections that represent energy blocks. Yours might look different, you know, it doesn't matter how they look really, but you know, it's nice to notice some energy blocks. So mine look like 6 different white ice cubes in my conscious mind section. And again, we're looking for energy blocks that you're ready to release, that are in the way of you letting go and releasing energy that you really should be releasing. So just use the gold light and the blue earth energy and just run the gold light through the energy blocks. Maybe they look like boxes or pieces of paper. And just relax. Don't try too hard. Wiggle your toes. That helps you be rooted to your body, which is good. And just be calm about it and mellow, and just use the gold light. And eventually the energy blocks just get smaller and smaller and smaller. And then they go. Yeah. So now my ice cubes are all dissolved. And that's good. That means that you just cleared some energy. And so you will be a little bit more likely, or maybe a lot more likely, to let go of something on a conscious or subconscious level, rather than repress it and, you know, have it sort of mess with your energy. Okay. So that's a very cool technique, a blue earth energy soak for your conscious mind and subconscious mind. Seriously. So, you could keep that blue earth energy up and soak. I mean, really, maybe always if you want. I think that would be fine, but I probably won't do a full earth energy soak all the time personally. Although probably for the rest of this video I will, because it feels good. But then the other new technique that we did, so cool. Same thing, okay? The deep thought stuff, right? So you're still imagining these little 3D sections out in front of you, like, right? 8th chakra, conscious mind, subconscious mind. Then we did a collapsing gold net technique for the whole thing. So if you haven't heard of it before, I use it in other healing recaps. I use it in today's healing, of course. That's why I'm telling you about it. But it's like you make these, just do it right now. Just imagine around this whole setup you have, the live copy of your 8th chakra, conscious mind, subconscious mind. Imagine like a gold fishing net that you're just creating with your imagination of gold universal healing energy. And it's like a 3D cube of fishing net, gold fishing net all around this whole thing, 8th chakra even too. And just, you know, underneath it all, to the sides, front, back, on top, and the gold netting is all interconnected. So that when you say go, or whatever your magic word is, or whatever, the net is a collapsing gold net, right? So it just starts, you know, getting closer and closer and closer together. And what it's going to do, like a fishing net catches fish, it's just going to catch up any energy blocks that you're ready to clear, and any, you know, beings or entities or whatever. You know, you don't have to think too hard about that, but just any spirits that don't belong there, because really that's just for you. And just close them all in, so it's like a little compact little bundle. And then just take that whole bundle that's all wrapped up in the fishing nets and hand it to your angels, and just say with your mind, angels, can you please take that for me? And recycle all that. You know, your angels know what to do with all that. Okay, so let's do one more of those. So again, you're imagining these 3 sections out in front of you, and this is just a live representation of your 8th chakra, your conscious mind, and your subconscious mind out in front of you. And just do collapsing gold net for the whole thing. So big gold fishing net all around. You know, you can make it like a big circle, a big like globe, you know, fishing net, like spherical or square, you know, cube. But the point is, it's all around your conscious mind, subconscious mind, and 8th chakra, and then you collapse it in. So you just start, the net gets closer and closer and closer and closer and closer, and it's going to catch up anything that you're ready to release, any beings or entities or energy blocks or people's energy, and just, you know, wrap it up in this collapsing gold net so it just kind of gets real tight, and then hand that as one solid piece to your angels. Just say, angels, can you please recycle all that? And, you know, say like your brother's energy's in there. Your angels aren't going to mess with his energy. They're just going to clean it up and give it back to him. So nobody gets harmed in the process. All right. I love that process. That's like so cool. Okay, so then that was the whole thing of all that deep thought work was probably 7 minutes. We did the... So just because I love it so much, let's just clear one more energy block that relates to your trauma curtain. So let's use the deep thought healing technique right here, right? You imagine these sections out in front of you. Clear some energy blocks that you're ready to release that represent your trauma curtain. Okay, so these are energy blocks that prevent you from seeing and choosing your more gentle and playful path forward, right? So just imagine these 3 sections out in front of you. Imagine an energy block that's easy to clear. You're ready to clear it. That is like a trauma curtain energy block, right? So it's preventing you from being aware of and choosing simpler, easier ways, more gentle, playful path. So for me, my energy block kind of looks like a grand piano right in the middle of my conscious mind section, and it's white. Okay, it looks like it's some past life fear. You don't have to know all that. You don't have to see it in detail. You can just be like, yeah, it's a chunk of energy, you know, and just make it up, you know, because intuition to a newbie who's doubting herself feels like you're making it up. So just make it up. Right? So you're finding an energy block in one of those sections, your conscious mind or your subconscious mind, or the dividing surface between your 8th chakra or your conscious mind, or your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And just go ahead. You can even bring up again that blue earth energy from the center of the earth and soak that energy block with it. Soak your whole conscious and subconscious minds with it. And just use the gold light and melt away that energy block. So my grand piano energy block of past life fear is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I'm just gonna wiggle my toes so I don't get too fixated on it, because it melts faster if you don't try so hard. There, yay, mine disappeared. So, and I think another thing too is, how about you ask your angels for a healing? So angels, can you please heal whatever energy blocks I'm ready to release out of my conscious and subconscious mind? And you just think that, you know, in your mind, because your angels hear your thoughts. So angels, please heal my conscious and subconscious mind, so that I can choose my more gentle and playful path forward. All right, yay. Good job, guys. Woohoo! So after that stuff, we just did another tricolor soak. And I combed through people's aura as they soaked in the red earth energy, and then the orange earth energy, and then the yellow earth energy. So that's all. So again, I'm definitely looking forward to hearing all the stories in the surveys. It doesn't have to be a story. It can just be, oh, I felt a lot better, in this way, or I didn't feel better, but this stress is happening in my life. Whatever you want. It does help me learn as I prepare for the third healing, which is on Tuesday in just 2 days. So stay tuned, folks. There'll be another recap coming soon. And of course, as you know, I'll flash it if I remember. I'll put it at the end of this. It's at the beginning, but it's at the beginning. The themes for the rest of the triplet sets for the rest of the year are also listed on my website on the payment page. And I'm very open to newbies jumping in. This set has 3 newbies, conscious newbies. Some people, I think 1 or 2 people are newbies, but they're spirit level participants, like their loved one paid for them and their spirit said yes, but they don't consciously know. They're just participating as a spirit, which still works. But anyway, everybody else is like a triplet veteran, and they, have already done them and they like them. But I'm always open to new people giving it a try and jumping in. So newbies, come on in. Woohoo, you could do it. Just pay on my website. It's easy peasy, and then you'll be a participant. Okay, bye.